Welcome back, Mr. Witness. For continuation of your testimony, may I remind you again that you are still on the oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed. Thank you. Madam Chair, over to you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Mayor Bensouda, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone present. We continue from where we stopped, Mr. Witness. Have the issue of one of the suppliers of council, it's a contractor, Aliu Kora. You know Aliu Kora?
Yes, I know Ali.
Do you have any personal relationship with Aliu Kora?
I know him through day-to-day at the council, yeah.
Okay. Now, Aliu Kora, we have seen you have a financial dealing with Aliu Kora.
In what sense?
He said it's an issue of loan.
Okay, yes.
He gave a statement. Do you
Yes.
recall this?
I recall, yeah.
Can you please give us a background of that?
I believe he had a contract with the Ministry of Agriculture, according to him, and he was struggling to fulfill the requirements of the contract, so he was begging for support or he would lose the contract. So I gave him a short-term loan.
How much was it?
About $500,000.
$500,000.
Yeah.
Yes. Mr. Kora also happened to have several contracts with KMC, in which we have examined the documents, and they appear to have not followed. It appeared to have not followed, for some of it, due process. Do you think it's usual to have a financial relationship with a supplier, a regular supplier of council or contractor who have in several occasions benefited financially from council?
Do you think who?
Do you think it is normal that there would not be any conflict when you have this financial relationship with a supplier who benefits significantly from council's funds through contracts awarded?
I don't have any financial relationship with Ali. It's a one-time support. I do support many people, not just him. He was a one-time request that I helped him with. Yeah.
Right. I ask this again because, Mr. Kora, there were payments made to Mr. Kora that he even did not or was not awarded contracts. For instance, there were payments that were intended to be paid to a company called Tender Enterprise. And Mr. Kora happened to be the recipient of those funds as well. I'm not sure whether you were aware of this.
I'm not aware of that.
Okay. We have another issue regarding financial relationship, we think, between you and Mr. Dean,
Yeah.
Dean Adams.
Yes.
Mr. Dean was questioned on this, and he stated that you issued him some financial support. You recall this?
Yes.
Can you please guide us through what happened?
In late 2022, Nuru lost his father. He wanted to procure land in, I believe, Busumbala, and that he wanted to build. But he told me he was expecting money that had not yet arrived and was desperate. So in support of him, I loaned him $2 million. Early 2023, I believe he paid $1 million, and the rest he paid in installments.
Okay. Now, Mr. Dean's testimony, if I get it right, is in relation to a car dealing business that he engaged in, as to that being the reason as to why he requested those funds. Now, you know, during the COVID period,
Yeah.
during the COVID period, there was a resolution. There was a resolution to procure 300 bags of rice. In fact, we see
300?
bags of 25 kilograms of rice.
Yeah.
So we have a request here. I will show it to you. It's a request from the Director of Services to address to the Acting Chief Executive Officer.
Yeah.
And the Lord Mayor is copied, and a file copy on the 14th of April 2020,
Yes.
where it reads, as a result of the state of emergency declared by the government to prevent the spread of the coronavirus in the country. Businesses and other commercial activities interrupted, schools closed, and many families undergoing hard times, especially the vulnerable and less privileged families. To remedy this unfortunate situation, Council plans to distribute relief items in the form of rice to the deserving households in each of the ward. In this regard, I hereby request for the procurement of 300 bags of rice, 25 kilograms, to be distributed among the 3,000 vulnerable households who are affected by the effect of the COVID-19. Thank you for your usual cooperation and collaboration. This is the request that was raised, and the Finance Committee resolution of the 10th of April 2020. 2020 reads that the following the Finance Committee meeting of Thursday, 10th of April 2020, the following resolution was passed and approved, which I hereby bring to your attention for immediate implementation. Resolution, whereas members discussed about the coronavirus pandemic and the state of public health emergency declared by the President of the Republic, and whereas members taking into consideration the trickle-down effect the declaration may cause to vulnerable families, and whereas members having been informed of the KMC Food Relief Initiative hatched to help vulnerable families within the KMC municipality to ensure they observe the emergency declaration but with food in their households. Now be it resolved that Council take from the travel vote to the sum of $1 million to procure bags of 25 kilograms rice for onward delivery to vulnerable families within the municipality. Your office is therefore urged to act accordingly. Signed by Usman Gay. Let me show you this. Do you recall this?
I recall it, yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. Now, this was discussed in Council.
Yes, it was.
And do you know whether they followed procurement process in relation to this procurement?
No, I think I've heard about it afterwards, but not during the time. And I think you said 300. I think you made it's 3,000.
Okay.
3,000, yeah. So we had it was coronavirus time. The councillors and myself, we wanted to intervene to support the community. So we decided to cancel our remaining travel budget because it was useless. We could not travel anyway.
Yes.
Most countries had travel restrictions. So we had a goal of, I believe, 10,000 bags of rice, 3,000 in which we said we would purchase from the travel budget.
Yes.
And 7,000 I would look for donations. I believe we came close to 10,000. We got, I think, maybe 6,000 in donations. If I
yes.
remember.
So when we see that, we see the rice were purchased from Shab and Ebadi.
Yes.
And is Council aware as to why, or given information as to why the procurement process was not followed?
So, if I remember correctly, it was Council's decision to make sure it was purchased.
Yes.
I think it was agreed that we should bypass, in the discussions,
yes,
that we should bypass because of the time sensitivity.
Right.
I think it was an era of panic. So we said it's an emergency and must be purchased. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Let me have it. Just to conclude on that, by era of panic, you will mean and that the idea or the fact that it didn't follow any procurement process is wrong?
At all.
Okay. We have general procurement activity that was done. Payments were made to one business called General Procurement Services. Now, this involves, let me read the request. What happened in this case is multiple requests were raised for the same work. we got the councillor involved, Babukar Mansali. And then he was interviewed in this case. And we have a statement. But just to guide you through the request that was raised. Yes. Yes, let me show you this voucher. It's voucher number PV, is it PV 200694. The date is 13th of May 2020. The request was raised by Babukar Mansali. It is addressed to the Chief Executive Officer. It reads, in respect of the road that was rehabilitated in May 2019, I have to inform you that the gravel that was used in the rehabilitation does not fit the purpose as the road is very muddy after the first rains. I therefore write to request for a more suitable gravel, stone-like, to help the community ply the road during the rainy season. We solicit your kind approval. Please have a look at this.
Yes.
Yes, so we have seen that, and then subsequently the same request was raised, was photocopied, and payments were made along those lines. So we have, in addition to that, we have a voucher, 201005, an amount of $224,937 that was paid using the same request. We have, this was in 2020. We have in 2019, November, voucher PV 1909, that's 19th of September, 190977. The date is 19th of November 2019. The same request was photocopied, was used. We also have a voucher number 201627, November 2020, the same request for road rehabilitation. This is a photocopy as well. For the same payment, the payment is $381,720. Please have a look at these three vouchers.
Yes, I see.
Yes, so you have noticed that it is the same request that is used throughout.
4 times.
4 times, yes. May I please have that? Now, was this brought to your notice?
This was not, the first complaint that I saw, because he copied me, that's
Yes.
why I said CEO forward for your attention.
Yes.
So I knew of this complaint and I went to the road, and he's right. When I got there, the initial works was not good because the area was all muddy. If you step on it, your foot would sink.
Yes.
So when he wrote this request, copied me, so I CEO forward for your attention. But how it is done this way, it seems they are trying to dodge the threshold for GPPA.
Yes, exactly. And in addition to that too, when we had Babakar Mansale, the councillor, to come and answer to the investigators, he gave a statement, and he signed the statement on the 4th of September 2025, and I will read. He said, in addition, on the issue of rehabilitation of Koloban Access Road, this work came about when the road from Koloban Garage to Talinding Sikap was in a deplorable condition and needed maintenance. I could remember that there was a general council meeting where council discussed the rehabilitation of roads within the municipality. I identified the Koloban Access Road for rehabilitation. Because the said road was dilapidated and needed rehabilitation, KMC financed the rehabilitation of the said road by pouring in some strips of gravel and compacted the road around the month of May 2019. Now, during the 2019 rainy season, we noticed some faults on the road where we discovered that the gravel used for the rehabilitation was substandard because the gravel turned muddy, destroyed the road. On 8 July 2019, I wrote a request and informed council that the gravel that was used in the rehabilitation of the said road was not fit for purpose, and therefore there is a need to provide more suitable gravel or stone-like to help the community ply the road during the rainy season. Council did neither, well, this is word for word, council did neither reply the request nor rehabilitated the said road again. The signatures on the other 3 request forms are as per voucher 200694, 201627, and 201005 are not mine. So he denied in unequivocal terms that these payments are not his. So it will appear as if he said no subsequent work was done apart from the first one.
Yeah.
It wasn't good enough, and monies that were withdrawn and allegedly paid were perhaps they appear to be fraudulent as far as his denial is concerned. Yes. Now, the approval for this payment, where did the CEO or the finance director, was in 2019 for some and 2020 for the other. Who was the CEO in May 2020? Do you recall?
Senabu Martin.
And the finance director?
Aliu Keta.
July 2020?
Same.
November 2020?
November 2020.
Yes.
That should have been Kajali Jane, I think.
Okay. Do you recall what was the threshold as far as you're concerned during this time?
The same, 500,000.
5,000. Now, the other issue for today is the issue regarding the documents you have, we have asked you in relation to the accounts. There's the KETP, the project.
Yes.
Now, I'm not sure whether I recall, did you submit a financial statement aside from the final audit report, sorry, the final report, March 2022, March 22nd, 2023. That is the expenditure verification of the project, environmental transformation program, grant agreement from January 1st, 2022 to December 31st, 2022. So this particular expenditure verification covers only 1st of January 2022 to December 31st, 2022, correct?
The first?
1st of January 2022
Okay.
to December 31st, 2022. That will be 1 year.
Okay.
Yes. So how long when did the program start? 2020, 2021?
The project started, I believe, somewhere around 2021.
Okay. Do we know whether we have an expenditure statement or verification statement for that period?
I'll find out.
All right. Do we know whether there is a financial statement that is prepared by the management team?
I've seen a budget. I believe there should be a financial statement because they are audited, so they should have one. Yeah.
All right. We will request for the budget and the financial statement. Now, there was a Euro account.
Yes.
How was this opened? Do you know?
I believe through council resolution.
All right. There was also a Dalasi account. There was a Dalasi account, and we have account 624800703. I believe that's a Dalasi account.
Is that a KEP account?
Yes.
Okay, so I believe the Euro account is KMC. The KEP account is the Dalasi account.
Yes.
So I think KMC had a Euro account already because the money was deposited into KMC's account.
Okay. We see a request for change of signatures mandate that is addressed to the managing director, EcoBank. Let me show you this.
Yes, it's a change in mandate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, who signed that change in mandate?
The acting CEO and the acting, the acting CEO and the acting director of finance.
Can you kindly read that document, please, for us?
It's to the managing director of EcoBank, Gambia Limited, on 11th May 2022. And it says, request for change of signatures mandate. With reference to the above, approval has been granted for change in signature mandate for KMC KEP project account number 6248, etc., to enable smooth running of the project operations. In this regard, the current signatures to the accounts are Mr. Aliu Sambanyang, the project director. His mandate is A2. Mr. Kajali Jane, deputy chief executive officer. His mandate is A1. Bakari Diba, finance officer. His mandate is B1. And Lamin Sanyang, project manager. His mandate is B2. So the revised signature mandate, Mr. Nyang is moved from A2 to A1, and Mr. Kajali Jane is moved from A1 to A2.
Now, the two, I think the acting CEO, you said signed, and then the finance manager?
Sorry, say it again.
The acting CEO and the finance manager signed the
letter, yes.
The letter. Yes. Can you guide the commission as to what authority they have in relation to signing communications from the council authorizing the bank to change signatures?
Sorry, I've seen an incomplete letter on the second page.
Okay.
But I don't see the front page. It's still about the mandates.
Yes, yes.
Yes, I don't quite understand it. It just says Mr. Sirif, because the letter seems to continue here, Mr. Sirif Njai, who's replaced by Bakari Diba, the new finance officer for the project. And it says mandates, the mandate for the above signatures above are either A1, A2, B1 or B2. In the absence of A1 and A2 and B1 or B2 are signed. The signed corporate account mandate cards and the required documents are attached.
Okay. May I please see that so that we can request
Yes,
for
the second one.
the complete one?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I see the front page. It was stapled wrongly.
All right.
Okay, the first letter was, I think, introducing the bank to the mandates.
Yes.
The second letter is the amendment to the mandates.
Yes.
I understand it now.
Yes, thank you. Now, the question now is, can you guide the commission as to the authority that the two signatories have, that is the acting CEO, the deputy CEO, sorry, and then the finance manager, in instructing the bank to change signatories?
So it's not a change in signatories, it's a change in mandates.
Yes.
And from the looks of it, what I understand is an agreement between them as to operations. It looks like an operational, because it's the same signatures that are there, but it seems they shifted
Rules.
Rules, yes. I mean,
So I asked that in relation to the Local Government Finance and Audit Act 2004, which requires under Section 13 appropriation of funds, 13 sub 3, which reads that the Chief Executive and Director of Finance of the Council shall be the signatories to all accounts of Council, and in the absence of any of them, the Director of Administration shall be an alternative signatory.
Yes.
Now, when we read this, it did not make the provide for. It didn't provide for any form of authority for the deputy CEO to be a signatory or the finance manager. So that's why I said, in writing that letter instructing the bank in any form, what would be the
so
authority?
The first, so there's two accounts.
Yes.
There's the Euro account and the Dalasi account. And from my understanding, the Euro account is just the CEO and the Director of Finance.
Yes.
Which is Council's account.
Right.
That's where they should receive all the grant money. The operational account is the project account. That's where they implement the project, which is under the director of the project, but the CEO is still a co-signatory to that account to monitor the project. The deputy CEO, so I think when they were writing the Local Government Act, there was no consideration for deputy CEOs.
Yes.
And I think KMC may be one of the few councils with a deputy CEO.
Yes.
It's something we found there.
Right.
I think because KMC is a bigger council than the rest. And a deputy director of finance. So when we came, the procedure was, in the absence of the CEO, the deputy CEO is in charge. So he should be a signatory to the account. In the absence of the director of finance, the deputy director is in charge. Because when we came, we found acting CEO, acting director of finance, and that continued for the next 2 years. Right. But you are right, as per the Finance and Audit Act, what it recognizes is the CEO and the Director of Finance.
Yes. And so when we also have from the Euro account, there were several transfers that were made to the Dalasi account. For instance, we have a KMC letter addressed to the EcoBank, Gambia Limited, on the 5th of July 2022, wherein it was signed by the Deputy Chief Executive Officer, Kajali Jane, and the Finance Manager, Bakari Diba. It reads, kindly transfer the sum of 500,000 euros from our KMC KTP, that's a kept project Euro account, 624-800-7035. And our credit and our credit LLC account number 62480070031 with the amount, full stop. This is to facilitate our project operation. So there are several letters of this sort signed by the finance manager and the deputy CEO, and it was to effect transfer.
Yes.
Yes. So when we see that, it appears to be contrary to the Finance and Audit Act 2004, which requires that these two didn't give them authority or mandate to sign in relation to the appropriation of funds. So
right.
To us, it appears to be improper or contrary to the Local Government Finance and Audit Account 2004.
Yes, so like I said, it was the project, there's a project office and then there's the council.
Yes.
The way the project is structured, it may seem contrary to the Finance and Audit Act, but
yes.
It's the way the project was structured through the EU.
All right, may I please have that document? Now, do we know the procurement, how it was done from the grant? What procurement regulations were followed by KMC?
Through the grant and as per the council demand, all the procurement should follow the regular procurements of the council.
That's GPPA?
Yes, and through our council contract committee.
Okay.
So when they have procurements above that threshold, they should come through the council contracts committee.
Okay. So do we have a list of procurement activities that were conducted specifically for the project?
I think they're done through our regular council. I remember the library, the beans, the parks, the major components I remember being discussed and awarded in the council. Yeah.
All right. We will wait for the financial statement and the. Do we know also whether there was an audit, not the external auditors, not the EU audit, yeah. Whether there was an audit either by the internal audit department of council or by the National Audit Office of this project?
So the last time the National Audit Office audited KMC, I think is 2021. I think it's before the project.
Yes.
They have not audited us since. So the only audit we have is through the EU.
For the EU.
Yeah.
So I tried to go through the audit, but like as the chairperson has highlighted, I could not read the
yes.
the audit. So we will
wait
for the subcopy. So the last issue for the day is you guided us through the. You told the commission, please correct me if I am wrong, that Mr. Adams, the amount you gave him was $2 million, correct?
Yes.
And this was in 2022, correct?
Yes.
Now, we have seen Mr. Adams, the calculation of the deposit that he had made into your account started in 2020. And then...
In general, you mean?
Yes, in 2020. And then we have substantial deposits as well in 2021. For instance, 1st of June 2021, 198,000. 3rd of June 2021, $45,825. 23rd of June 2021, $230,000. And yes, the list goes on. The last deposit in 2021, they are about 7 deposits. We have 106,000 in December 2021, another 106,000, I believe, December 2021. Then the last is December 2021, $16,000. And then 2022, there were substantial deposits. So can you guide us through the financial deposits in the years aside from 2022?
So in general, Nuru is my protocol and welfare officer. So I cannot go to banks. I have not been to the bank in a long time. So if I have any transactions, whether it be deposits or I also send him money to take care of things for me in various forms, then he does my banking. It used to be done with my accountant, Aisatuba, but she passed away of cancer. So I started relying heavily on Nuru.
Okay. The last thing on Nuru is when Nuru stated in his statement of the 7th of October 2024, regarding this amount, is said on the issue several deposits amounting to $2,137,335 from the period of June 2018 to January 2023 made to Lord Mayor's bank account at EcoBank. I can confirm making these deposits into Mayor's bank account, but I may not know the source of the said money. But regarding the 500,000 deposits in January 2023, I have a small business dealing in buying and selling of cars around the year. So for him, that was what I was referring to. He said it is in relation to cars. Does this remind you as to whether it was in relation to land or vehicles?
So when he was asking for the money, it was in relation to land. Okay. He told me he was expecting some income. But during the commission, that's when I learned that he was engaged in petty business or whatever business he was doing.
All right. Are there any questions for the witness? We have no other questions for today. The other issues will be dealt with tomorrow.
Lord Mayor, Exhibit LGC/KMC/TAB/003. You submitted a letter dated the 7th of August 2025. This is in relation to the payment vouchers for the sum of 7,677,470,000.61. And these vouchers that you attached here, please take a look at the vouchers, whether this PVs are 16 in number.
Yes, yes. You mean these vouchers? Yes.
I was just wondering whether these are the copies of the actual vouchers. I was just wondering whether these are the copies of the actual vouchers, or they are just a summation of what is contained in the vouchers.
So these are system generated?
These ones?
Yes, it's developed from our finance software, the Phoenix. So the originals, they said, were submitted to the commission.
Yes.
So they were searching here for it. But these are system-generated vouchers, meaning through the Phoenix software.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, but if you look at those vouchers,
yes,
they are 16 in number. But when you do the math, you realize that the total is 9,839,684.90. And I don't know, but we will confirm with the accounts, because the sum total was 7,677,470.61.
Right.
And there is variation. So we have a challenge in really, because what the system generated and the vouchers that were presented, the amounts differ substantially. Yes, so we wanted to know, this is in relation to some of the program activities, the projects, right?
Yes, yes.
Different projects.
I think this was a list generated by the audit office.
Yes, I think it was in relation to the missing payment vouchers.
Unpresented vouchers. Yes.
Unpresented vouchers.
Yes.
So, which means what is in the system and what has been checked upon are two different things.
Right. So I think in the audit report, they listed transactions because they had a list.
Yes.
Transaction A, B, C, D with the description.
Yes.
The vouchers were not presented at the time of the audit. So when they wrote to us through the FPAC, they started going to search for the vouchers. According to them, the finance committee, all the vouchers were submitted to this commission, which were checking for other things. So they said they had searched with the commission accounts and they got 5-point-something million back. That's what I was told. And there was 1-point-something million still being searched for. But this is the document they sent the FPAC. So I asked them, how come these vouchers are not signed? They said it's system generated at the finance department. They said these are system generated vouchers.
So that is the challenge I have, because looking at your vouchers, there is complete transaction on the face of the vouchers,
Right.
particularly to show who prepared the voucher, the CAO's signature, the Director of Finance's signature, the stamp, the Director of Internal Audit, showing that it has passed through internal audit, and it will have the relevant attachments.
Right.
Right.
For the originals, you mean?
Yes, for the originals. Yes. And if in the system it's not captured as to who prepared what, then I believe that there is a serious issue, because if you go back to the system, you wouldn't find any information to help you understand who was doing these transactions as per the officers in charge.
I agree.
So that is why we have some serious problems.
Yes, so the system,
yes.
The system is not matured. So that's why the Ministry of Finance wanted everybody to move on the IFMIS
system.
We are using FINEX. So the FINEX system is not up to standard according to the ministry.
So which means Kanifing Municipal Council is using both manual and the FINEX.
And the FINEX. So the system generated vouchers are usually done manually, the implementation.
But do you agree that this has created some serious problems in reconciling the accounts of council?
It's a big problem. I think the biggest challenge is the proper softwares are expensive. It's a big investment. But when government said they want to do the integrated management system, I think they even started paying some of the officers to be trained. But it's not yet.
Okay, we will check the accounts division and
yes.
Look at the differences,
yes.
and we'll get back to you to have, because what we have based on your presentation is 9.8 million.
Okay.
And based on what the auditors captured, being missing payment vouchers is 7.6
million. Yeah.
And what the accounts of the commission has been able to verify is 5 million.
Okay.
So we will check on that
Thank you.
and come back to some of these issues. So we may rise.